Hi everyone, welcome to Beyond Decadent Planning with Erin. Today we are going to be setting up my budget for the month. And so what that means is I have a whole bunch of extra papers that I print off on my printer, and I just created with Excel to help me plan out my budget. And then I am also going to set up my month to identify which bills are going to come out of which pay, and then decorate and make it pretty, because that's way more fun than anything than just leaving it just super blank and writing it down. We are going to be using Mojo Jojo's gray boxes and more, and red boxes and more, as well as stickers I printed and ordered from Planning with Kay. So we are going to be using the strawberry monthly kit. I'm not going to be using all of these, but these are kind of what all of the stickers look like. So I just kind of used my X-Acto knife to cut some out that I thought I might be using. So we are going to use those. So first things first, definitely need to plan out my month first. So as you can see here, I did break down all of my pays. So as you can see, my taxes, property taxes, come out on the 1st of the month. All of these bills will come out of my pay on the 6th. And then these ones and these ones will come out of my pay on the 20th. And so what I typically do is I'll do different colors. So I'm going to do a red, a gray, and a red. And that'll just kind of align with, or no, maybe I decided to do 2 grays. So I do want to find a red in here that matches these stickers. So I think this one would look nice. This one doesn't, so I'm definitely not using that color. And then this one is almost exact. So I think we're going to use that just for the 1st. And then we'll use this for the 20th, and then the gray will be for the other ones. Okay, let's get to it. So like I said, first things first, I need to plan out my bills. Thankfully, we only need one bill on the 1st, and actually this will come out on the 2nd because it's a Sunday, so we're going to put it here. Now I've lost my pen. Okay, so and this is taxes. And then we are going to be using a gray. I'm just going to use a light gray just because I don't want it to conflict too much. Actually, you know what? Maybe we're going to use this darker gray. I seem to use this one all the time. And then this one is also one of the ones I use less often. Okay, so first thing we're going to do is I have a whole bunch of bills that come out on the 6th, so I need a larger box. I think this one is a good one. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to use the lighter color. Oh, that's a little too big. Sorry, everyone. save this one for another purpose. There we go. These are my bigger boxes. No, actually, I'm going to go back. I'm a little indecisive today. Apologies, everyone. We're going to use the darker boxes. There we go. So we've got a big one there. We have, I need a double box. On the 11th. And double box on the 19th. And then a single box for the 15th. So, and what this does, having it broken out, is it just, I like the different colors because it easily tells me, actually, and this is going to be on the 16th, not the 15th, because it easily tells me which ones I need to plan for. Okay, so bank fees. On the 6th, we've got mortgage, water, and garbage, my line of credit, and then credit cards. On the 11th is my RESP and gym. And then the 19th is internet and insurance. There we go. Okay, and now we are going to switch over back to red. We're going to use this darker one. This is a true red. So I get paid on the 20th. So, and that is very similar to what was on the 6th. I pay my all of these bills bi-weekly, so it aligns with all of my paychecks. And they auto withdraw, which is fantastic. Okay, the next one is going to be on the 25th, and there are 3 there. I think we can use a smaller box. And that is Medtronic, gym, and heating. Which, where I live, it's gas. Actually, I think we're going to need another one of those for the 30th. And that is our cell phones and electricity. So now I have an easily ready to view way of telling when all my bills are going to be coming out. So I know what this will do is my family uses a zero-based cash budgeting system. And this allows me any money that is not allocated to bills during that pay period. I'm able to pull out all of the money in cash, and then I put it in various cash envelopes to ensure that it's allocated for for a specific purpose. So no dollar goes unallocated. So I absolutely love these. I did have a hard time figuring out what I wanted to do with all of these, but I did plan out kind of how I'm going to be using my stickers. Normally on, and I still am going to do this, but I am putting this strip here. Oh no. But what I plan on doing as well is along here, I'll be identifying what my monthly financial goals are. Put that in the middle. Like that. We're going to save that until the end. But I did also cut out these cute little things just to balance, because I have a little cake there, so I was going to put one here as well. Actually, you know what? I'm not going to use that one. I'll save that one for another time. I'm going to use this one over here. The great thing about these printables is I can print them out and use them as many times as I want. And I don't know, June is such a fantastic month. Mainly because school's over, so my kids get super excited to participate, or to get through all their school. All their sports usually finish, unless they go to provincials, which are in July. But I don't know, I think it's such a great spring month, and it just I really love the feel of it. So, and strawberries are one of my favorite fruit. I've got these cute little flowers in here as well. Just to kind of give it some flavor. I did, oh, sorry about that. I don't know if you guys heard that. But I did want to get some washi tape. I did get this fantastic little drawer thing that I now get to use, which is awesome. I'm going to just put some green up top. I think I just want to do some simple green. This one. It's close enough that we'll just give it a little bit of something extra. Don't worry, I am not going to keep the 2025 covered. Actually, I should line that up. There we go. I think I might throw some other washi tape down just to give it a little bit of extra green, because it is very pink, and I didn't have green boxes. It's definitely one of my to-dos is get some more boxes from Mojo Jojo. Oh, actually, I'm gonna highlight that, or not highlight it, but hide it. Oh, same thing, I need to hide that, but let's cut that. I think that's good. Now, let's see if there's any other ones I want to add. So one of the things I have learned is I don't like it super busy. That is definitely not really my taste. So I think we're gonna leave it as is. Now the only thing I need to add here is my financial goals for the month. So it's a really small space, but that's okay. We're just gonna write tiny. So goals. So number one, I'm gonna have a look at what I did last month. So my goals were to track my expenses, stay on budget or below, and keep using cash, not debit or credit. I think I'm going to keep those exact same ones, mainly because I don't think I didn't do a good enough job of keeping on track for those. So I still needs to be a focus. And one of the things that I would actually love to hear, so if you have any ideas, I would love to see it in the comments. But how do you ensure that you meet your goals? I know I've seen a lot of people on YouTube who go ahead and they like make it a part of their weekly planning as well. I don't do that. And that's probably why I'm falling down on my monthly goals, because it isn't as much of a priority as it should be. So, I'm going to need to think about that. But number one is, of course, track expenses. Number two, stay on budget. And number three, keep using cash, not debit. And this one is key. So I am going to keep it to 3 goals because that is definitely a lot more manageable. I think actually I have to July. There we go. I think I would like a quote, but I don't have any financial quotes to put as a sticker there. So we're gonna leave that blank, and then I just need to go and maybe search for some printables that have that. So that is my first step. So I have my monthly plan ready to go, which is amazing. Now I need to go to the back of the month and put in all of my various trackers. So first things first, this is my little dashboard. Actually, this needs to go here. And then we are going to take this one out and put it back here. So I can easily flip over to my expenses. So this is a brand new tracker that I'm adding in. You'll see it's double-sided. This was definitely hard to figure out how to print it for the right size to actually fit in my planner when it's double-sided. So super fun. I'm going to try and figure out how to do that for these ones as well, because rather than using 2 pieces of paper, I can just use one. But what this is I need to actually start tracking my money. And so what am I buying? What category is it in? How much is it? The date, and then any relevant notes. So that is my goal. That's one of the reasons why I wanted to have tracking my expenses as another goal this month, because I didn't do it last month. So this is hopefully going to help me keep track of it. So I need to, starting January or June 1, really focus on filling this out. I don't know if I'm going to film it. I kind of want to just try it first anyways. I had actually put this in my planner for last month, but I never actually used it. There was a lot of stuff going on. Anyways, it didn't work out for me to do. But I'm going to religiously fill this out this month. And I am able to print off more if I do end up filling out all of this. But really, I need my debit expenses are easy to track because I can go on, log on online and see what I'm spending my money on. But I have no idea about cash other than receipts, and I don't want to spend a whole bunch of time going through receipts. So I'm hoping at the end of every day, I'm going to make it a point to fill this out. The other stuff that I put in here are my cash planning sheets. And so this is what I use when I'm trying to determine where all the cash I withdraw from my money or from my account is going to go. And so I do a video on filling this out, but I've got, so June 6th and June 20th, which I might as well write that on the top. June 20th are my pay dates. So that is also the day I withdraw cash. So I need to do my cash planning video before then. And then the final one I use, and this one really is my sinking fund tracker. So this just tells me how much, so same thing, I do it on June 6th and June 20th. And this just helps me to keep track of where my money is going, as well as what the current balance is, so that I know how much I have in each envelope. I keep my binders in my safe. And so rather than going in and withdrawing and having a look in the envelope to see how much money is there, I can easily just look in my planner, and that tells me how much is in my envelopes. So that is what I do every single month. For there. So this section is my budgeting or financial, and then I also have my monthly, which is my budget as well as my goals. So far, that is what I find is working. We're going to try out that expense tracker. Hopefully it works. I will definitely give you guys an update on my next cash planning video to tell you how it's going, and I'll let you guys know. Awesome. So that is it. This is my budgeting video for the month of June and prepping myself to get ready. I hope you enjoyed it. A little different than I normally do. But if you did, hit that like button. If you want to see more, hit subscribe. And as always, comments are welcome. Thanks, everyone.